Hi. I'm going to try to keep this brief, but you know me, I start talking, things happen. Haven't been a lot of updates lately. I started on the Umbrella Academy piece at the end of February. Only issue with that is that at the end of February, I got a job outside of art, which is the first time I've done that in a few years now. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I really don't want to get into the whys and why nots and all this other stuff. Basically, art is very subjective to the whims of my clients. I haven't had as much freelance work to go on for the last few months, and I've been dealing with other issues in my personal life as well, so getting a outside job seemed to be the solution to keep my bills paid. Unfortunately, I, in my infinite dumbassery, decided that I could handle being a barista. So I got a job at local grocery store in it's a Starbucks kiosk. I wasn't going to say Starbucks because reasons, but it is a Starbucks kiosk. It's not a full store and it's not an official Starbucks because there are things like I'm officially employed by the grocery store, not the Starbucks. I foolishly thought that I could handle it because I'm like, oh, it's a grocery store kiosk. It's not that busy, and there always seem to be a couple of employees around. So I'm like, well, even if it's hard on my legs, I'll be able to sit down, take breaks. I'll keep it part-time. I won't be working long hours. It should be okay. I was so wrong. I can't. I mean, I've talked about my disabilities and my health problems on here before. I'm not going to get into all of that right now. My arthritis, not happy. My body hates everything right now. So I don't have a car, so I take the bus back and forth to work every day. Or at least I was. I can take the bus into work, but they decided that they wanted me to start closing every night. Not every night, period, but like 5 nights a week. They want me closing the kiosk. The store itself is open 24 hours. The kiosk is open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Usually I would go in between like 2 and 3 p.m. and then close out at 9, which doesn't seem like a very big deal. Thing about that is very high turnover rate in the kiosk. In the time that I've been there, 2 people have left. There's only 3 certified baristas, the manager, myself, and another person. We had one more person who just became certified, but they're a hot mess and I don't even want to talk about them. I'd come in at say 2 o'clock. I might have somebody else there with me until 3. And then the rest of the time I'm there by myself. I don't get any breaks. A few times that I managed to sneak away to go to the restroom are few and far between. About 75% of the time when that happens, while I'm in the restroom, I can hear somebody yelling over the intercom, "Starbucks, please return to your post." I made a decision in the last couple of days. I have feelers out for other jobs, and I have an interview on Thursday for a work-at-home customer service phone jockey kind of thing, which I am pretty decent at doing that kind of job. I've done it for years, so it's fine. But it would be great because I could do it at home. I wouldn't have to spend money on the bus or Ubers where they have me closing every night. Another big problem is that the buses, they run all day long, but they stop running at about 9 p.m. and the last bus leaves at 8:30. Any night that I was closing, I would either have to rely on a ride from somebody, or I could get a Lyft or an Uber, which is about $10. Say I'm closing 5 nights a week and I don't have the opportunity to get somebody to give me a ride home, that's $50 a week I'm out. The bus is either I pay $30 a month for a month-long pass, or it's $1 per ride. Say I'm, just paying per ride. It'd be like $10 to get home, $1 to get to work. I'm paying to get to work. If I had a car, I'd be paying to get to work too, but I'd be, paying for gas and insurance and things like that. And I would be able to go other places. But in the few weeks that I've been at this job, I've spent more money trying to get back and forth to work and then mitigate the damage that this job is doing to me in my off time. You'll notice I'm wearing my glove. This is a compression glove. I have really bad arthritis flare up right now. Started a couple weeks ago, and now it's to the point where I got out of bed a couple of hours ago. This is as far as I can move my hand right now without wanting to scream, honestly. This is my drawing hand. I can't draw right now. That's how much this is becoming a problem. This job was meant to be part-time, like 20 hours a week at the most. I've worked 45 hours this week, and the work week is technically not over until Wednesday, and I have 2 more shifts. So I've made the decision, I'm not working those shifts. I'm not working any more shifts for that place. They are way too short-handed. They're not trying to get anybody else in there. They're expecting me to carry that entire kiosk after 2 p.m. 5 nights a week at the least. I get called in on my day off all the time. I don't get any benefits there. The pay is decent. You know, I definitely made better. I've talked to management, can you please get somebody else in here? I don't want to be here 5 days a week, 5 nights a week. I don't want to be killing myself for this job. Other than my hand, which, Jesus Christ, my hand, it hurts so much right now. Like, I don't even have words. My legs, which, those of you that know me pretty well know I complain about my legs a lot. They've been a source of problems for several years now. This is just a whole new level of hurt for them. First of all, and this is another issue that I have it's a difference from Starbucks stores. In the stores, they have these rubberized mats that you stand on to help. It helps with the traction on the floor. It also helps with not putting so much strain on your body from standing on a concrete floor all day long. We don't have those at the grocery store. We just have concrete floors. We don't get any rubberized mats to stand on. So this is where my money spending comes in. I bought new shoes, like super cushion, super supportive shoes, and then I bought memory foam gel inserts for extra cushioning. By the time I would get off work after a 5-hour shift, my ankles and calves would be swollen. I could barely walk. I had to call somebody to come pick me up. I was a block from my house. I couldn't walk any further. It's like a 3-block walk between the bus stop and my house. I couldn't make it that far. I had to leave work 15 minutes early to walk from one end of the parking lot to the other so that I could catch my bus to get home. That's how bad it is for me to try to walk. I can't walk. I needed a wheelchair at that point. I don't have a wheelchair. I don't have health insurance either. That's another problem. You can get health insurance at my job if you've been there for a year, and I can't do that. This is the shitty part, is that I was making just enough there that I don't qualify for Medicaid. Of course, Kentucky is a whole ball of shit when it comes to that anyway. Suffice to say, fuck that job. I'm done. I can't do it. I have fretted over this decision for the past 3 days. I started thinking about it on Saturday, and then I couldn't sleep that night. So Sunday, I went in, I loaded up on espresso shots when I got there. Barely got through that shit. By the end of the night, I was just like, that's it, I'm done. When I couldn't unscrew a cap off of a bottle of half and half with either hand, like I could barely hold on to the bottle with my right hand or my left hand. Like right now, this is normal range of motion. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. That's as good as it gets. Also, this little pink patch right here that is now healing up is a patch of psoriasis. The sanitizer solution that gets used in the sinks that unfortunately cannot be avoided because, especially with me being the only one working there, I was having to wash all of the dishes by hand. Another difference that Starbucks stores have dishwashers. Kiosk does not. Every little fucking piece of equipment has to be washed by hand. All of the steaming cups, all of the whipped cream bottles, all of the various cups and jars and racks and other dishes that we use there throughout a day, all of it has to be hand washed. And they have to be scrubbed. And I am nothing if not thorough. That's why I haven't seen a lot of artwork for me. I'm probably about 90% done with Vanya. And I also have, other commissions and things that I need to work on. And right now I can't. My hand is just full of pain and stiffness and is not cooperating. This is a problem. I'm hoping that being done with this job is going to help my hand get back to some semblance of, it's like my ring finger. And like right here, like this part of the palm, like right where these joints here, these middle joints and my ring finger and my middle finger, but it's mostly my ring finger that gets really stiff and it's not good. I told the management at work about how I wanted to reduce my hours and, that this was meant to be part-time as a supplement to my artwork, not a full-time job. And they were like, but we need you. And I'm like, that's great, but I need to be able to do the job that pays way better than this when I'm able to do it. But since you guys are so intent on ruining my body, I can't do this anymore. It's not like I'm going to be completely without options. Like I said, I have another job interview on Thursday for a remote position that I can do from home. Failing that, I do have another work from home opportunity, and that'll work out a lot better for me. Either one would be fine. The best part being I can wear shirts that say biscuit bitch and it'll be okay. Because God, I'm tired of ruining all my good black shirts and jeans. Got 3 pairs of jeans right now that are just covered in coffee. It's gross. Yesterday, I was in so much pain and so tired that I literally slept all day long. I don't even know what fucking day it is anymore, but I slept all day long. Like, I fell asleep. I woke up at 3:30 yesterday afternoon going, what the hell? Now that I've let you guys know why you haven't seen a lot of stuff from me lately, that's why. And hopefully I'll get my hands sorted out. I've been, I can work my fingers a little bit like this and, get up and do things around the house for a little bit, and I'll be able to get some use out of it later, but right now I can't do anything with it. But hopefully things will change and I'll get back to being able to draw for as many hours a day as I want to. Right now I'm able to get a couple hours in here and there, and I'm trying to bust out commissions mostly. I'll finish up Vanya. I'm going to finish up that Loki piece that I started a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Time is blurring together. I have no sense of the days of the week anymore because they're all just non-stop bullshit. I am now officially done with that. I feel really bad just up and quitting like this. But fuck, it's killing me. I shouldn't have to worry about whether or not I'm able to walk at the end of a day, or whether I can use my hand, or if I'm going to be able to get my feet out of my shoes at the end of the night because my feet are so swollen that they're stuck in them. I'm too old for this shit. I'm going to be 42 in a few weeks. Physically, I feel like I'm 72. Like, my mind feels a lot younger than I am, but my body feels a lot fucking older and a lot more broken. I have to do what's best for me because this ain't it. You can't really see a difference in my hands right now. Like, they look fine, but they feel like shit. Not good at all. But I hope that with a little time off, spend a little time convalescing, getting my body back to a less damaged state, I'll be able to get back to the artwork that I love to make and you guys obviously like to see. Keep your fingers crossed for me that things work out, because I can't. Ha! That's not funny at all, actually, and I'm going to shut up now and go get another cup of not Starbucks coffee and try to get on with my day. Cheers.